Hi, everybody. I'm Zilla Blitz, and welcome to Walkabout Europe, the Football Manager 21 save, where we can only move between clubs in the game when we've walked or exercised the equivalent distance in real life. We've come a long way from the Czech Republic in our early days. Now we're battling with our first full season with Tottenham, our fifth club. We've walked over 1,200 miles, over 2,000 kilometers now. And as we dig into this first full season with Tottenham, we find ourselves squaring off against fourth place Sheffield United. They've only given up one goal in their first 5 matches, so our offense will have their work cut out for them. We're also going to take a look at our Guess the Point Total competition. We've got 11 contestants vying to nickname one of our players by guessing our season point total correctly. Let's see how these 11 contestants are doing. We'll also, for kicks and giggles, we'll take a look at our walking circle too. We've got about 170 miles in the bank, and if things go sideways here at Tottenham, you never know, we might need to make a 6th move. So let's jump in and get started. Lots of things to do today. We have quite a few things to talk about, but the first question that's probably on your mind is, how has the season started? Well, we're 6 games into the Premier League season right now, and I'll have to say that it's kind of a mixed bag. And let's take a quick look at our results, because that's probably the best place to start. When we were last together, we played that 1-1 draw against Liverpool, which was kind of it was nice to get a point at Anfield, but it wasn't a win, and we didn't look all that great. We then went to Fulham, 1-1 in the 50th minute. Katazenkov, our newly acquired right back, gets a red card and a subsequent 3-match ban. We hung on for a 1-1 draw, so after 2 matches, we were still winless. I'm going to kind of go through the Premier League stuff and skip over the other stuff for the moment. We went to Manchester United and lost 3-2. We were down 3-1, didn't look very good. We clawed back late to 3-2, but now we're 3 matches in with only 2 points, and we're sitting in 16th place, and the fans and the players and the squad starting to get a little bit nervous. The clubhouse atmosphere starting to go a little bit sideways, but fortunately we bounced back with a 7-1 win, an exclamation point victory against Crystal Palace, who sit sadly in last place, and they kind of deserve it based on how they've been playing. We had 2 more Premier League matches in the month of September as we've gone through, both 1-0 wins over Burnley and then over Brentford. So we've picked up some wins against the bottom half of the table. We haven't looked that good against the top half of the table, but we've picked up 3 wins in our last 3 matches. Our offense, however, is not really looking all that good. Our defense, conversely, is actually looking pretty good. So you add this all up together, and it's kind of a big mixed bag of I don't really know what we have yet. Now, we played a play-in to get into the Europa Conference group stages, and we played CS Craiova. We had 36 shots to their 4, but we only managed a 1-0 win. Then we played them away. We had 42 shots. That's right, 42 shots to their 5, and we only managed a 2-0 win. That's kind of a pattern we're seeing here. We're getting a lot of shots and outshooting our opponents, but we're just not scoring. We started off against EFK Göteborg and in the group stages, and we got a 1-1 draw, outshooting them 27-2. So we're doing some chance creation and some chance conversion now too. Likewise, most of the matches that we've won, we've outshot our opponents by a significant margin, but we still haven't really been putting the ball in the goal. We also played in the EFL Cup that nobody cares about and beat Leicester 1-0, outshooting them 17-7. So we've picked up our share of wins, and it's looking pretty good actually since the end of August, right? We've got 5 wins in our last 6 wins in our last 7 matches. But today we'll be going up against Sheffield United. And if we look at the standings and how it's left us here, we sit in 6th place with 11 points. Sheffield United is played a match less than us. They have 12 points, have started off the season red hot, only conceding 1 goal in their first, I guess it's 5 matches, not 6 matches, 5 matches here. So a big challenge for us today, and we'll jump into that shortly. But many of you have made your guesses in Guess the Point Total competition. So let's jump and take a look at how the early results are, and just take a look at our board for our Guess the, which may very well be, it could be our last Guess the Point Total competition. All right. So here we have it, 11 contestants in our competition. We've got a range from Duncan Ray's 59 points at a lower end to Dragons Ate Our Name, infusing us with confidence, and 94 points. A lot of people in the 80s and 90s. We got Raiders Zach, Matthew Kelly with 92. TaylorMade Gaming with 83. Rafe Allright with 82. Reggae Boy Gaming, who's won twice, the only dual winner with 81. Digi Rules the World, copying Reggae Boy Gaming at 81. Jim Wagner at 80. And Custard Profit with 79. Koi51 with 74. Now, how are we doing so far, you might ask? Well, if you were to take our 11 points over 6 matches and multiply that ratio by 38 games, we would have 69 points, making Koi51 the winner at our current rate. So most of you have predicted that we'd be doing better than we are. But again, it's a little bit early in the season, and we have had some tough matches playing both Manchester United and Liverpool away in our first 6 matches. So nothing to be sneezed at there. That's a tough one. So anyway, there we have with the early point totals, and we'll come in and we'll track this throughout the year. Again, the winner gets to nickname one of our players. And this could be the final challenge to claim bragging rights on, although I'm not quite sure. Given the way things are started, we might need another season here too. So before we jump back into Football Manager, let's take a look at our walking circle. So right now we are in Tottenham, and this is a 170-mile circle centered right on Tottenham. Where we could go, now I'm thinking this is our last save, right? Because our last club, because we said we had to go 5 clubs. We're at a pretty big club, so we're probably not moving unless we get fired or things go really sideways. But we're in Tottenham right now. If we were to move, we're actually back across the English Channel. We're into the Netherlands and Belgium. We're down into France. We wouldn't go to France again. So our options right now would be Netherlands and Belgium, so just a few teams. So we need to kind of keep cranking it up here. Honestly, if we were to have to move again, the country we haven't been to that would have a team that would probably worth going to would be Germany. We'd be looking at something like Dortmund or Bayern Munich or one of the big clubs in Germany for kind of a 6th and absolutely final move, you would think. But I'm hopeful we can stay at Tottenham, and this will just be a hypothetical question. But I thought people might be curious. Now, total-wise, we've got 1,271 miles, which is over 2,000 kilometers exercise since we began. And weight-wise, I've steadied. So I was putting on about a pound a month before we started this, and I had gone from like 204 to like 213 or something like that. I kind of forget where we were before the pandemic hit. But then since we started this, I've steadied the weight off and then still dropped 2 pounds. So I haven't dropped the weight I wanted to drop, but just the fact that we're not gaining weight and I feel a lot better, I still think this is a pretty good idea. And somewhere towards the end of the save, I'll kind of do a recap of all the distance and the miles and good points and things I've learned from this and stuff like that too. But I thought I'd just give a glimpse right now. And with that, let's jump back into our match. I should also mention, before we start into our match, we have had some drama. We've had some issues. And one of the reasons why I think we've been struggling a little bit is that our dynamics here actually look much better than they did 2 or 3 weeks ago but we've been winning. But about 3 weeks ago, our team cohesion was actually perfectly neutral. We've signed a lot of new players, so I don't think they're used to playing with each other, and I think that's what's creating some issues for our team. So I'm glad to see this sliding back into the green. Our club atmosphere was also neutral. Why? I'll show you why. This guy right here was a major pain in the butt. Let me show him. He's no longer with us. Because it's kind of like Squid Games. If you cause problems, you're eliminated, okay? I hate to do that, but Russell Thompson, he's not very good, right? And he was on the senior team. It's just not very good. We had him out on loan last year, and I couldn't register him for European Kindergarten League, right? Because we just had too many players. Well, he threw a hissy fit, and then everybody on the team sided with him. So like 25 players pissed off at me. Our whole club morale's in the tank and the doghouse and stuff like that. This guy's kicking up a storm, and I can't register. I'm not going to register him. He's terrible. I mean, he's not terrible, but he's nowhere near good enough to be getting time for us right now. So I decided, okay, we have to eliminate someone. So we sold him on and moved him off. And we had a couple other players that had the same issue. So we had a lot of players just kind of unhappy. Dane Scarlett wasn't happy, so we moved him. And yeah, so it just was kind of the clubhouse atmosphere wasn't good. We're all getting used to each other. We had that red card, but cut the zinc off. That kind of threw things sideways. So it just kind of a lot of stuff. Oh, yes. And then being in 16th place after 3 matches, if we looked on this dynamics thing over here, this was actually halfway in the red for managerial support. It was the team doesn't believe I'm doing a very good job as a manager kind of thing. So after 3 matches, they stuck us all. That's not very patient here, guys. But fortunately, we have righted the ship a little bit, and that's back over in the green side now, too. So I think all those things added up together led us to kind of have just a really rough time of it in September and October. Not the red-hot start I was hoping that we would get off to. But let's see how we do today. This is a big match. We have a run of tough matches coming up. We play Arsenal pretty close to this. We play Man City, I think, coming up in here. We got some tough matches coming up. So this is going to be a real test. And it starts with this one, playing a team that's only given up 1 goal so far. So here is our starting lineup. Basically, we've had 2 matches a week. I've been swapping out 11 players after each match. It's almost like we have 2 squads now. So our depth is really good. And I feel like both squads are capable of winning on any given day. This is probably our higher squad, except I would probably have Parrott. Parrott, by the way, the Birdman, hasn't scored any goals in Premier League this year. He has not looked good at all. Sawinski's got 6, so he's been doing pretty good. So Sawinski up at forward. Budgie, our other bird, out on the left side. McAllister, the guy that we signed kind of for $5 million, he's looking really good. He's got like a 7.03 rating in our matches so far, and I'm kind of putting him up here at Shadow Striker, which has helped him out quite a bit. He's looked pretty good. I'm trying Foden on the right wing because I realize we don't have right wingers that I like very much. Lakasevic is struggling a little bit. He's okay. But then Elliott, he can't score. He's not fast and he can't score. He can pass, but you like your wingers to have at least 2 of those 3 things, right? So we're going to try Foden out on the right side. We've been doing that for the last 3 matches, and he hasn't looked very good either. So I'm not sure he's a solution, but he's out there. Lopez has been great. Alejandro Lopez, our acquisition from Saint Etienne. That was our acquisition when we were at Saint Etienne from Mexico for under $1 million. Looking pretty good. His numbers are good. He's getting some distance goals. Bogart's at deep lying playmaker. Katazenkov is back from his red card on the right wing. Konstantakopoulos on the left side. And then Mayfam and João Fernando with Oliver Twist playing goal, named by Reggae Boy Gaming. So I think that's everybody. It's time for us to dig in. I'm going to talk to the lads and we're going to jump out and butt heads against Sheffield United here. All right, here we go. We are in our dark blue-green uniforms kits going from right to left. Sheffield United in their white and reds going the other way, left to right. Bogart cleans up the mess on the left-hand side, and our highlights are underway here. I'm curious to see if we can actually score in the SS. Now, we're playing our Pikachu formation, right? Our 4-2-3-1 here. See if we can kind of stick it right to them here. Uh-oh. Weston looking threatening. Out to their winger. Boys, he goes right by him. Blocked. Nice. Konstantakopoulos takes it out, do something interesting. Okay, that's not very interesting. Here comes Sheffield United again, charging right down the middle. Shoots. Is that a corner? Looked like a corner. Okay, so Sheffield United, each of us with 1 shot so far. This would be a nice win. I'm really hoping we get this one, because we've won 3 in a row now. Gets it away. Good. Let's go Sawinski on the break. Oh, come on. Red card. Send him. Yes. It's probably going to be yellow, right? Yellow. Hoping for something a little brighter there. Come on, boys. Let's go. A little quiet stage here. All in all, I think, on the whole, I feel like our offense just hasn't quite clicked yet. McAllister, a bit wide there. But defensively, we look pretty sharp. We are out-shooting opponents in general by a pretty substantial margin. It's just a matter of our shots just not quite going in yet. So there's Badgie. It's been a lot of games, a lot of matches like this, right, where we're going to have shot after shot after shot. Hits the bar. The keeper makes a great save. We miss an open shot. A lot of stuff like you're just like, wow, I feel like we could have done better. Let's see that one coming. That's a tough shot. That's the kind of shot that we need. Come on, boys. Again, 6 shots to 3, and we're down 1-0. This has been the story of our month so far. We lost the crowd here. They left. Where we're just out-shooting teams. We need to encourage ourselves here. We've been out-shooting teams, out-playing teams, but they get like 1 shot and they score. And then we'll get 30 shots. And it's just been a lot of matches like this. Not to say I'm frustrated, right? But sometimes, like if that happens and it keeps happening, it can get a little bit frustrating, right? So the Crystal Palace match was nice, where we kind of felt like we were just knocking on the door and we finally kind of slipped in. There we go. Endless opportunities. And I've tried, I think, everything I know to fix it. Like, can we do shout again? I've tried chance creation, chance conversion, attacking direct, attacking wings. Tried a lot of stuff. We are not very optimistic and happy here. Let's get it going. Another shout going. So I'm trying lots of stuff. It's just like we're in a funk and our strikers can't score. What the heck? All right, it's to us. Let's go. Let's get it back here. Oh. Okay. Not sure what this is. Be nice to break it 1-1 here by the half. And let's get another goal against them, right? We got to make them... They're probably feeling pretty invincible, only giving up 1 goal in 5 matches. There we go. Oh, Foden. What kind of shot is that? That's... I mean, yeah, it's on his weak foot, but... He's a Premier League player. Ah, gosh, okay. I'm done being Mr. Grumpy, though. Look at that. 0.9 to 0.5. 10 shots to 5, and we're down 1-0. All right, I'm going to go to the half room and talk to him. We'll be right back. All right. I pointed some fingers and told them that bad things. And they got motivated, which is a good thing. So let's see how this all turns out. Marquez, by the way, their right winger, was the player that we sold at the beginning of the year. He's got 3 goals in 5 matches right now, which is not making me feel like the brightest manager here. Let's go positive. Enough of this balance stuff. Come on. Let's show him who's boss. Right now. Let's get a goal. Sawinski's got a 6.4 up top. He's going to be our first sub. We'll take him out here. 60 minutes. Here they come again. We haven't done much in the second half here, to be fair. Sawinski, go, go, go. He gives it right away. What happened? You know, we looked so good in the friendlies during the course. I was just really, really good. And now... Okay, no, let's not be negative, right? Let's be positive. Okay, be positive. Here we go. We're figuring out our way around here. Good. Konstantinopoulos picks it up. Breaks it out to Budgie. Here we go. We're going to get 2 goals and we're going to win 2-1. Calling it right here. Budgie breaks down, keeps going in front. Nobody home. Foden picks it up, though. Taps it back to Katazenkov. Back to Foden in front to Katazenkov. Oh, Lopez. The wide open shot. All right. I've had enough of Sawinski. Time for a sub. I'll be right back. All right, bringing in Parrott, the Birdman, for Sawinski. See if he can get our offense going. Entire team encouraged. We are discouraged lot here. Now we're all fired up, except for Bogarts in the middle. Come on, boys. 65. Let's try pass into space, too. See if that changes things up a little bit here. Haven't seen much action in this half either. They are still shutting us down, aren't they? This looks dangerously like a highlight for them with a lot of passing here. Don't give it away. Give it away. There we go. Good. Lopez over the top. Parrott in alone. Looking for that first goal that he can't get. It's in his head now, isn't it? Okay. Doing pretty well in corners here. McAllister serves it up right on the spot. Beaten away. Foden grabs it. Let's keep up the pressure. Foden cuts in again. Is that another card? What? Okay, it's an opportunity. Foden saved us in the Europa League with a late free kick. Is he going to go for it? There it is. All right, Murphy picks it up. 20 minutes left. We got to make another sub here. We need something. McAllister's not doing it from up there. So let's think, and I'll be right back. All right, we're pulling McAllister out at Shadow Striker, bringing Foden in the middle, and then put Lakasevic out on the right side to see if we can get some offense coming in there. Haven't made the change yet. Foden back to Bogarts. There we go. There it is. Finish it. Yes. Onside, right? Yes. Budgie. Was that a bird? Was that a Parrott assist? That's cool. Did Parrott get the assist? That'd be kind of cool. Foden, Bogarts out. I feel like that's a dangerous spot, obviously. Katazenkov to Parrott into Budgie. Yes, and it's 1-1. All right, boys. Let's finish him off now. We can skip that. Yes, we're going to proceed with tactical changes. Foden comes in, Lakasevic on the right side. We'll probably switch one of our midfielders next. Yes, Parrott steals it. Come on, he's filled with confidence now. Finish it. Oh, goodness. The man can't finish. I have to have a talk with him, don't you? That's where you have to kind of berate them and tell them, look, Lopez. João Fernandes over the bar. Knocking on the door, though. Oh, we need to encourage. Courage. They can't just hear me talking. I have to push the buttons. There we go. Come on, boy. Up Foden is out of gas in the middle. 10 minutes to go. Okay, I'm going to make one more sub. All right. I brought Foden out. I brought Elliott in for Foden and flipped Lopez up to attack his Shadow Striker. Oh, come on, let's get a goal here. Want the win. 17 shots to 6. We deserve it. Let's go. Should we go attacking? 5 minutes left. Yeah, let's play like we're going to win. Let's go. Come on. Put it down their throats. Let's get the goal. Come on, 3 minutes. We can do this. Just one more. Oh, we need encouragement. Last bit of encouragement. Everything to do. Let's go, lads. Let's get it right here, right now. Uh-oh. This feels dangerous. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Yes, chipped away. Budgie. Uh-oh. Hume, what's going on? Yes, that's our ball. Lopez to Bogarts. Out to Lukasevich with fresh legs. He cuts down, takes it wide. Back to Katazenkov. Over the top to Parrott. Oh, he hit the post. He's terrible. Oh, he should have had 3 goals. Oh, the Birdman can't find the net. It's going to end up a draw. Gosh. Oh, we had such a golden chance. Look at that again. 19 shots to 6, 1.7 goals, expected goals to 0.54, and we end up with a 1-1 draw. That, simply put, was not good enough. We're all motivated. Well, I mean, it was on the road. Parents' late miss must have been a real kick to the stomach. Yes. The game is pretty cool when it does stuff like that, right? We're going to send the assistant, though. We're not going to challenge that. So, there you have it. Another draw, another 1-1 YouTube draw. Our Birdman can't score. Where does that leave us here? That leaves us after, we're still in 6th place. 12 points, 7 matches, 12 points. I mean, there's a lot of signs of optimism, but we just got to start scoring goals, right? I have to get Parrott, get his head on straight here, too. Let me know if you have ideas on what we can do, if you saw something in the match, because that was on extended highlights, too. So I feel like we should be doing better. I feel like there's just one little thing missing that's kind of preventing us from kind of taking that next step and getting the offense going. But thanks so much for tuning in. We'll come back shortly. Really going to try to make progress here through this last season because FM22 is knocking on the door. Going to come back on October 28th for the Chelsea match. They are in 1st place. I think they're still undefeated. 2nd place now. Manchester United has passed them. So we're going to play Chelsea. Is at home? It is away again. Gosh, all our hard matches in the first half of the year are away. Arsenal, top 4, they're going to be away too. Playing Man City's going to be home. That'll be our first one. But I guess it's on a good note. We haven't been beaten since Manchester United. I've only lost once so far since the season started. So, I mean, I can't complain too much. But anyway, take care, everybody. Have a great week. We'll see you later in the week for our Chelsea match. We'll keep on plugging away. Let me know if you have ideas on what we can do to fix things. And if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. It helps the algorithm so much. And if you're new, please consider subscribing. More stuff coming and FM22 stuff coming at some point shortly too. So take care, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks again.